Hello, Jessica Allen here. Thought I'd do a quick intro. Um, this video that you're about to watch was shot last weekend. This weekend I've been busy packing up my room because the floor is going to be replaced with some vinyl plank flooring. So that's why you're not seeing any mechanical stuff this week, and next weekend will be the week that flooring will be going in, and then after that I might get to my simplicity. So enjoy the video. Hello, Jessica Allen here. Thought I'd do a quick teardown. This is our old humidifier. What ended up happening was it no longer didn't work right, as you can see by the white crusties. A lot of that I think has to do with stuff in the water, because we just put tap water in here. So Dad gave it to me to basically have. So don't really have a use for the humidifier, but I know there's going to be a fan in here, LED, probably going to be a circuit board up. Yeah, of course there is going to be a circuit board, and some sort of level switch. So without further ado, it's a Trotonics brand ultrasonic cool mist humidifier, model TT-AHI044. Consumes 25 watts, has a 6-liter water tank. Let's see. So, and I've been meaning to take this apart for a while, and what's kind of, I don't know if it's sad or what, but I have barely ever used my tripod in the last like 2 years. I think the last time I really used it was, I think, when I tore apart or was tearing down that snowblower. So looks like one of them didn't quite fully come out. I've just had this sitting next to my military generator for a while, so I'm gonna get rid of it. Okay, so looks like this is the power supply for it. Why did I'll just use the same one. So this is what I'm taking apart, is the power cord. I wonder how this thing's secured in here. Of course, has to be from the inside. So I'm gonna grab my scissors. Since this thing is junk anyways, actually I want to see if I can't keep this power supply. There we go. That's so. I'm not bigclive.com. I don't reverse engineer the power supply. It's kind of nice that it's actually in a protective case. So So here's the input, bridge rectifier, probably some filtering. This is the main transformer, a class Y capacitor, I think, fuse diode, smoothing, transistor, probably feedback one. So I might find a use for this thing, but it's gonna live right in its housing. I figured I'll go keep it all together. So here's the guts of it. Here's the input, the air inlet. Here's a bog standard temperature humidity board sensor. So okay, so that just comes out like that. So let's see. So here's the piezoelectric disc that makes the mist. Here's the level sensor. Here's the little LED for the light driver. I'm just making sure I'm still in focus. Here's the fan. So it's literally just a little roll cage fan, DC 12 volt DC, 0.06 amp. Here's the LED with its own resistor. I'm just taking, of course, I think I had a, slightly bigger. The air inlet support. I'm separating the plastic from the metal. The metal is going to go into scrap. Plastic is going to go garbage. So there's the little blue LED on its own board. This is actually the level sensor. So it's a little reed switch. So this must have some sort of magnetic in it to basically tell this, oh, it's out of water. So it either opens or closes. Let's see. I'm here down at Makerspace, so only one screw. So okay, this thing has so many screws. I know there's going to be a gasket underneath this ultrasound. Oh, there's a nut on that one. Sorry if I hit the camera. So here's the ultrasound stuff. And here's a little switching thing, or like a MOSFET that actually switches it. That's why it was coupled to this with heat sink compound, because that thing is switching pretty fast. So that's this right here. So there's the ultrasonic disc. Wonder what this is. Probably my guess it's going to be an overheat temp or overheat fuse. Just judging by the type of stuff. Yep, I figured that's what it is. So all that, so just need to get into that. Hope you can, yep, you can see. I normally have the camera on the other side of me so I can actually watch the screen, but I got my computer on the other side. So, and that's the mount for the overheat thing on this side, and then the switching brain fart, the switching MOSFET or triac or whatever. And this piece is actually metal, so I'm not that surprised. So it can actually couple the heat into the water. So let's see. So I was gonna work on my simplicity today, but problem is my trailer is still covered with snow and I don't feel like shoveling through the hard crusty snow. And my storage unit has about 3 inches of ice in front of it. Just because it was built, that's just how it is. So So it looks like this intermediate board is just connection to all the sensors the main thin brain here, and then the ultrasonic board. So looks like the only thing connected to the ultrasonic board besides power and the control from here is the overheat sensor. And you got also the ultrasonic. Also, it technically is a piezoelectric disc. So oh wow, already at 15 minutes. So here's the power to the fan. This is going into the control board. Three pin. That went into here, so the power comes into this board first, then it goes into here, then the power comes out to here and into all the various sensors. So it looks like there's two data cables, one for power for the LED, then control for the little reed switch. It's kind of interesting. And then you got the info from the humidity. So you got the sensor, resistor, and a diode, and that's it. So okay, there's that. So here's the guess they want you to take the thermal fuse first before you unplug the power. Interesting. So I wonder how that thing is captured in there. Oh, there's just a tab that was twisted over. Interesting. So, well, the fun part. How to get into here. Sure don't make it easy. You gotta grab snips. There's one screw right here that I'm not having a hard time getting. Like Big Clive calls these are the vice of I think the pliers of knowledge, something like that. Interesting. Oh, found another screw. Gotta love how they hide the screws, don't they? And I just broke that sucker off. So, fun part is just gonna try and hold it. Yeah, but I don't think that's, nope, yeah, that ain't holding it. So, oh, an LED strip. So that's what was one of the other so that's a big no-no, having a zip tie tail in my industry that I work in. This, not so much. So, okay, the LED strip. So that was that's basically a light guide. So now here's the brains of the operation. Yep, this video is probably just gonna go up all up in one. If you would have used distilled water, all this crud, or some of this crud wouldn't have built up in the in here. So this is the display, then here are the buttons. So it went like that. So 12 volt ground. So this one, I think, is the sensor. Then you got fan, 12 volt. This connector goes to here, because the PWM pulse width modulation, then the normally DC was probably the reed switch. So Nice display. All driven off this microcomputer. Solder joints are decent, but there's a film on everything. Some tiny transistors. Must be like an inductor right there. A bunch of surface mount components. Probably that's an opto isolator right there. I'm not sure. So, yeah, kind of interesting. Actually, you read it like this. So, fan speed. So this is driven off pulse width modulation. My guess. That thing's filthy. Tactile switches, feedback plate. This is much thinner plastic or transparent to basically read the display. So I'm surprised on how much. I'm not that surprised, but I'm surprised what was in here. And so I got a few good parts. A little LED, looks like 5 volts, plus or minus. A fan. Not quite sure what I'll do with the fuse. Why don't we take a look at that? Since I've already been recording for almost half hour. Kind of hard to believe that. Yep, it's a thermal fuse. I can just judge by the crimp connectors, because you don't want to solder to a thermal fuse, because that can actually set the solder can actually set it off. And I'll try and find the video where he takes one of these apart, but there's a sliding mechanism in here and something melts and it basically breaks it. There's a contact in here. So I kind of find that kind of funny, or kind of surprising, I should say. Let's see, 94 degrees Celsius. Let's see what that equates to. I am just pulling up a conversion. So 201.2 degrees Fahrenheit is when this thing trips. So that's another good part to have. Sucks that I destroyed the shielding on it, but whatever. So that's my teardown of a humidifier, an ultrasonic humidifier. Thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.